Sup, Reittannites, Reitanna Seishin here. I just have a couple of points that I need to get across to people who care to listen to my updates. Anyway, I am going to be gone from November 10th to November 14th, and this is because Michael and I are going to go visit his family over in Missouri. I'm actually looking forward to this trip because I really need a change of scenery, and I'm hoping that this major change of scenery is going to help my levels of stress that I have been experiencing lately, cause that's just so much fun! Anyway, and we're also gonna scope out the cost of living over there to figure out if we are going to go move over there in 1 to 2 years to get a house, which would be very nice. I'm actually hoping that we do move over there because there will be less people in one condensed area, and you guys know how I feel about people. So, yes, there will be new videos up between the 10th and the 14th. I don't exactly know when I will start posting videos again after the 14th. It really depends on the whole, jet lag thing. For those of you who have flown across the country, you know. Time zone change. Anyway. And also I wanted to point out, I don't know if you are aware, in my playlists, there is a playlist that is called Fan Videos. And if you click on it, you will see all the fan videos that I have found / people have showed me of my stuff. Instead of asking the creator permission to re-upload them on my channel so that I get the view, I create a playlist to put in other people's videos so that they get the view through my channel. So that way I'm not making money off of their stuff. So if you have any fan videos that you didn't show me, if you don't see your video in the playlist, please send me a link so that I can add it. Third thing is, you may have noticed that Draco's point of view has been submitted. The next thing I am working on is Origin of the Jisatsu Brothers. So after Origin of the Jisatsu Brothers, I'm going to edit Evelyn's clone, but that may or may not be uploaded before the narration of Even Rock's Break, or just depending how I feel. I'm going to record Even Rock's Break, All That Glitters, and Twilight's Fall, and then the Mad Musings of Obsidian Pie, Happiness. Then I will edit them and post them between other videos. And then once all remaining Muffins narrations are uploaded, I will write the next segment of the main story. Remember that I don't run on a schedule, so I don't know when this is all going to happen, but those are the goals that I have set for myself before Muffins can continue. And also note that when Muffins continues, it's not going to, abruptly end. I have plans for it, so don't think that it's coming to an end soon, because it's not coming to an end soon. I just know how it's going to end, and no, I don't give spoilers. So please don't ask me who, what, when, where, and why. Or how. And sometimes why. Okay. And the final thought for this video, I wrote a journal 1 week ago, and I'm going to read it to you. Please listen carefully! It is very important. I really would like people to please stop telling me about the newest My Little Pony episode. You do realize that I know, right? I haven't watched the episode yet, and chances are I won't for a long time, since I have been too busy to watch My Little Pony since the episode with Moon Dancer. I know what the canon sisters look like, and I don't care. What's canon to the show has nothing to do with Muffins. Right now, I can't form an opinion on the real sisters except for their appearances. I do not like Marble's design, and I hate Limestone's cutie mark. However, I cannot like or dislike their personalities yet. See, when I first saw Maud Pie, I loved her appearance, but then I watched the episode and I found I hated her personality. But with the way you guys have been saying, OMG, watch the new MLP episode, there's a surprise, makes it sound like you think I don't know. In descriptions, journals, and videos, I've said many times that the things I choose to include in Muffins will not be the same when the show finally gets to them. I have done every single thing first. Minky came before Maud, Apple Bloom got her cutie mark in Muffins before the show gave it to her, and same goes for Babs. I introduced Inky and Blinky before Marble and Limestone showed up, and I decided who my fan and mother for Diamond Tiara would be. I did all of that first. Now, I'm not saying the show is wrong for not following my fanon, because that would be the most idiotic thing to say ever, especially since they don't care about silly little fanfictions. But what I am saying is none of the differences in Muffins is a mistake. Do you expect me to rewrite the fucking series? No! I said from the get-go, when Apple Bloom gets her cutie mark in the show, it's definitely not going to be an apple stabbed with a knife. I also said the same about all the other differences that I made before the show revealed what is canon. It should not be that hard to accept that Muffins is an alternate universe, because in the show, Pinkie Pie is not a murderer! All of my differences were made months to years before the show got to it. I am not changing anything. But the comments of fans telling me about the episode is just slightly irksome. It's when some moron comes along who is not familiar with the story and tries to correct me. It's mad marble and limestone, not minky, inky, and blinky. Everything has a timestamp on it. Hell, all of these choices were made before season 5 even aired. Bibs' cutie mark says there's Apple Bloom's cutie mark is this thing. Diamond's mom isn't a nurse. Bleh! I know none of my faithful watchers are one of these idiots, so none of these idiots are going to see this, but I still want to say, stop being stupid! The only reason these morons are saying this shit is because they want to bathe in the fact that they are right, and I am wrong. I'm not wrong, it's just an alternate universe. A fan fiction. Fanon. I hate it when people try to bash you for not making fan fictions canon. I don't care! Listen, I enjoy the show, I really do. But Muffins is a horror story that has its own timeline and events, and I have to enjoy that as well. I mean, I never get people telling me, Harry and Malfoy aren't gay, so why is this one such a big deal? I think it's because the fans who decide to be stupid are children. Adult fans aren't nearly this unobservant. So, for people asking me, what do you think of the new My Little Pony episode? I'm not going to answer you because it's impossible for me to form an opinion. For the stupid comments others make correcting this obvious alternate universe, I'm just going to remove them because I don't have fucking time for even more idiots on the internet. Let me make this clear. You guys, my Reitannites, are not the idiots. The idiots I am talking about are passersby who are not my fans. I am in no way insulting my fans. I'm just asking you nicely to... not. I'm not mad at you. I just can't keep repeating myself to hundreds of people. But I'm mad at the idiots! God! Ever just want to punch people in the face? Just track down the person, grab their throat and punch them? Or grab their head and bash the back of their head on the wall? I love when people behind a computer screen act all big, not realizing that if they were to come face to face with me, they'd regret being a douchebag! Of course, I'm just another person behind a computer screen, so people might think I'm acting big. People who know me in person could tell them otherwise. How did this rant turn in this direction? Anyway, happy Halloween. Apparently it was Halloween when I posted that. Okay, so yes, I pretty much said everything, but I have so many people asking me what I think of the new My Little Pony episode, and I don't watch My Little Pony religiously. I don't have time to do that. I have not seen the episode. And even if I had, what's canon is not canon to Muffins. Muffins is an alternate universe. And if I could, I'd make a timeline where the two universes split. For example, I had a dream a long time ago, I think it was actually about a year ago, where I woke up in a room I'd never been in before. And within this dream, I found out that I had been transferred to an alternate universe. To a universe where I never grew up in a broken home. I looked completely different. My house was different. My entire life was different. I didn't even live in California. I didn't know Senpai. I didn't know Michael. I didn't know anybody I know in this universe because my entire life was different. That is the case with Muffins versus the show. Their lives were different. They are different. And because of that, certain things were decided beforehand. Have you ever seen Donnie Darko? If you have, you remember the part where these paths are coming out of their chests, out of their solar plexus? Well, that's basically your path that determines what path you follow. Now, if you go down a different path, things are going to be different. Pinkie Pie got her cutie mark when she saw the sonic rainboom. Let's say if she were crazy, which, you know, you've seen the show, she's got some craziness, of course nothing that's not child-friendly, but in Muffins, the thing that changed the entire thing, you know what? Now, there are a couple things that happened before Pinkie Pie did this, but Pinkie Pie cut herself on a cheese grater on accident, and she got the blood into the cupcake, and she tasted it and decided that that tasted good, and that's what set her off. Minkie Pie was born instead of Maud because, for those of you who don't understand biology, if one sperm contains the DNA needed to make a certain child, doesn't make it to the egg, then that child will not be born. If a different sperm gets to the egg, then that child will be born. Think of each egg and sperm combination as one person, because that's basically what it is. Maud's little sperm didn't make it to the egg. Minkie Pie's did. And that set the universe in a different direction. The fact that the parents named Limestone, nicknamed Blinkie Pie, and Marblestone instead of Marble, due to my mistake, nicknamed Inkie Pie, that set things off in a different direction. All of these things that happened in their childhood, fullhood, those set the universe in a different direction. Certain things meet up together with the two universes, but they just happen in different ways. And the fanfiction Bubbles is canon to Muffins, my decision, and my explanation of the element of kindness is also canon to Muffins. Elemental ponies are not canon to Muffins. So just respect the fact that this is an alternate universe, different things happen to set different chains of events up. So, yeah, different paths. Come on, yo. Everything we do makes a difference in our lives, whether it be good or bad. If Aaron hadn't abused me as a child, hell, if I was planned as a child, if my parents had gotten married as a child, if Aaron hadn't dropped out of middle school and gotten pregnant at 16, whatever, 15, I don't know, if she hadn't started smoking at 9, if all of those things didn't happen with my parents, my life would be completely different. I probably wouldn't even be talking to you guys right now. So, you gotta think before you ask a question, before you comment, just think. Remember, fanfictions are just that, fanfictions. Obviously, in Harry Potter, Malfoy and Harry are not gay and super in love with each other. Obviously, in Dragon Ball Z, Goku and Vegeta are not gay and super in love with each other. Obviously, in Powerpuff Girls, the Powerpuff Girls do not get plagued with these mysterious weapons and end up killing everybody! Think about it. Think before you talk. It's mainly children that I have this problem with, and children do not have good sense of judgment or common sense, so that's something they will grow into when they get further into their lives. Unfortunately, teenagers aren't quite there yet either. Trust me, I remember being a child, I remember being a teenager, and no matter how smart the child or teenager is, no matter how intelligent they are, they're stupid. It just comes down to the fact that they are stupid, and I was no exception. In fact, it wasn't until I turned 19 that I was like, oh my god, I was an idiot! Even though I had amazing common sense and responsibility, I was a smart kid. But being a child and being a teenager, I was still dumb. Thank you, hormones, lack of judgment, lack of brain development, all that biological stuff. You can't help it. You can't help it. So, yeah, this went on much longer than I expected it to. Yeah, I'll be gone from the 10th to the 14th, so... For those of you who have stuck around this long, thank you for, once again, dealing with my random rambling and tangent and going off in different directions, 'cause I do that. It's just the curse of being a sociopath. Anyway, make sure to subscribe, spread the word of awesome, become a Reitannite, and I shall see you when I see you, alligators and crocodiles. Goodbye!